Hi guys, it's Squee. Back. I was hoping to film this video the same night I did the last video. Unfortunately, there's been a lot of stuff on my plate. School's about to start again, and I have a lot of stuff to do to get ready for that. School just ended for my son, so he's always here, so I have to take care of him, as well as the little one now. There's a lot of people actually on YouTube that have this same series that I'm starting, and that is, I received 2 books that I was really excited about, that I've been waiting for a long time. The first of which is called, Wreck This Journal. A lot of you have probably heard of it. And, the other one is actually in that same line is, the Non-Planner Date Book. The Non-Planner Date Book, what it is it is a date book. It contains, you know, your monthly calendars for which you fill in the day numbers, so you can, you know, use it for whatever year you may get it during. And then it gives you bunch of cute little different types of pages in which to document journal entries. You know, like this is your top secret moments page, and this page gives you the opportunity to write information that you would have had on a matchbook or other various items like a sock. I don't know about you, I've been at a loss for paper and pen quite a few times, and I've written things on a lot of stuff. A sock was never one of them, but I guess if it was the only thing I had, a sock and lipstick would have done in a pinch. Yeah, it also gives you these little mini lists to fill out. Just a mini list of things that you see when you look up right now. So if I looked up right now, I'd see a ceiling fan and a bunch of really bright LED lights. Another mini list is a mini list of things that you feel really, really good about right now. There's a lot of cute stuff like that, and like I said, there's a lot of cute ways for you to write journal entries, just autobiographical account of fill in blank here. It's a really cute little thing, and not only that, but it does have a whole lot of, you know, blank empty space for you to write down whatever information you may need. You know, the difficult part is if you don't have a system for it, because it does not automatically offer you its own system. If you don't have a system for it, recounting any information that you would need to go back and get at any regular interval would probably be difficult. Like, you wouldn't want to write your phone numbers down in there and have that be the only place you have them. I mean, if somebody gives you their phone number when they're out on the street, it's great, write their number down on there. When you get back, you put it in your address book or your cell phone. And if for some reason you lose it down the road, you have your non-planner date book that you can just finger through and see where you wrote it. The second book is my Wreck This Journal. I was really excited to get this because I had actually seen a few YouTubers do a series on their Wreck This Journals, and I am a reader. I love to read. I love books. I think it's a dying art. You could go to any of the books that I own, well, most of the books that I own, and you wouldn't even be able to tell that I opened them. I'm really respectful of my books. I treat them really well. And so some of the things that I saw that this book required you to do to a book went completely against my nature and better judgment, and so therefore I really wanted it. I wanted to see, I guess, if I could do it, how much fun it would be to do it, how much I could let go and let myself do it. Excuse me, sippy. Late night beverage. And so I wanted to get 10 pages done before I did the video, and I believe that I did. In the beginning of the book, it gives you a warning, and it says, basically warning, this book is going to get filthy, it's going to get dirty, it's going to make you do things to books that you feel completely unnatural about doing, and that you may grieve for the perfect state that the book was in when you received it. And I know that to be absolutely true. The first thing that it tells you to do is, here, let me cover this bottom part up so you don't see my address. It tells you to write your name in white, illogibly, in tiny letters, backwards, very faintly, and in giant letters. So basically, it wants you to write your name in a bunch of ways nobody will be able to read it. And then at the bottom it says, if found, flip to a page randomly, follow the instructions, and then return. I don't know how many of you guys do this or know about this. There's a thing called geocaching. C-A-C-H-E, caching. And it's basically, it's a huge treasure hunt. It's a huge hide-and-go-seek game. You can go to the Geocache website or the Geocache app, and there's just millions of them all over the country. And you'll find in your particular area, or whatever area you're in, there are geocache boxes. They're like watertight boxes with the geocache seal on them that contain a multitude of different things. A lot of times it's just a list, and when you find it, you'll sign your name to it saying you found it. And then you can sign on to your app and say, I found this geocache, and you can, collect them, add them up. You can make your own geocache. You can write to the website, ask them for a box or a seal, make your own geocache. Sometimes the box will have like a hat in it. Say there's a Yankees hat, and you find the geocache. You can swap the hat out for a Red Sox hat, something like that. A lot of times there will be a story, and somebody will write a part of a story, then the next person who finds it will write the next part, the next person who finds it will write the next part, and eventually somebody will publish that story online when they feel it's, long enough or complete or whatever. So, alright, back to the journal. Oh, my point of saying that was, I wanted to do most of this journal and then leave it in one of my local geocaches for people to contribute to it. Or maybe take another Wreck This journal and just leave it empty and put it in a geocache. Okay, so aside from signing your name, it instructs you to take it everywhere you go with you, follow the instructions on every page, and all the instructions are open to interpretation. You first have to put all of your own page numbers. I haven't done that yet. The first thing it tells you to do is to crack the spine. I never crack the spine on my books, but I knew that that was the first thing it asked you to do, because as I said, I've been watching the Wreck This Journal series. Is one of my favorite vloggers. I watch her every single day, is Graveyard Girl. I love Bunny a lot. Swamp Family love. And I saw that she had to do this, so I took the middle of the book, and I'm still cringing to do it. Went like that, so that there's a good crease down the center. You can probably see it there. And then the next page says to leave it blank on purpose. So that's 1, 2, 3 pages that I've done. And then I was instructed to burn this page. So I did. I didn't want to burn the entire page, but I kind of treasure map with a magnifying glass style burned it. The next page says, pour, spill, drip, spit, and fling your coffee here. So what I did was I basically, I did dribble a little on purpose, but I basically used this page as a coaster for some coffee, for some tea, and it has plenty of coffee and tea on it, as does the next page, actually, which says, poke holes in this page using a pencil. So I did, You can probably see it gives you little dotted line circles, and so I poked all of those as well as poking some of my own. Draw fat lines and thin. So rather than just drawing parallel lines, I decided to make sort of, you know, a kind of an Art Deco look. And it says, pushing really hard with the pencil. And I did because now there's holes straight through the paper. The next page is, this page is for handprints or fingerprints. Get them dirty and pressed down. My fiance works construction, so he came home from work right after I had gotten the Wreck This Journal, and I snatched his hand and rubbed it on the paper, and he's like, "What are you doing to me?" And unfortunately, he was covered in concrete. He was so dry that it wouldn't smear on the paper. So I literally had to wet his hand and smear it. These brown smudges are his fingers, and these black ones are my fingers from, actually from coloring in the previous page on the book, in the book. This is on it as well. This says color this entire page. I started coloring the page and I broke my pencil. Then I got another pencil, I started coloring the page, and I ran out of pencil. So I haven't gotten that done yet, but I will. I'm probably going to use some colored pencils and just, you know, do a couple different things. Throw something, a pencil, or a ball dipped in paint. I haven't got around to that yet. That's our next page. I can't do that right now. I don't have anything set up for it, but we will do that together. I did two other pages to complete the 10. And it says, document your dinner, rub, smear, splatter your food, use this page as a napkin. This is the Cheesecake Factory's macaroni and cheese ball cheeseburger. Now, what I saw Bunny do, and like I was a little wary about food rotting in my book, so what I saw Bunny do for hers is actually she not laminated it, but like wrapped the page in packing tape so that it was like sealed and clean. So that's what I'm going to do, I think. The very next page says, chew on this. So I took a big honkin' bite out of the middle of the page, as you can probably see there. And so, yeah, those were my 10 pages. I'm going to, for my next installment of my Wreck This Journal, oh, I'm sorry, that was 9 pages. This page here just said, rip out this page and crumple it up and leave it where you are. I was at the Cheesecake Factory, and that piece of paper actually got left with the tip on the table. So, for my next installment, as I was saying, what I'm going to do is I'm going to do 5 pages that I find interesting, because not all of them are interesting, to show somebody else. I'm going to do 5 pages I find interesting, and then we're going to do 5 pages together. Now, I'm probably going to end up doing this weekly, or twice a week, even, but I'm definitely still going to have my weekly weight loss journey vlog, so stay tuned for that, because that's coming up tomorrow. Thanks for coming to visit me again. Talk to you later.